What's up, creeps, and happy October. It's that time of year where you get to grab a loved one, hold them close, give them candy, and when the sun goes down, scare the living fuck out of them. And that is what Halloween is all about. It's my favorite time of year. It's the best time of year. Alright, this puppy I've had since February, and I've been holding on to it just for a scary time like this. Look at that, still in its shipping wrapper. It's been out of its shipping wrapper. But I've been holding it here for a while. Check it out. An American Werewolf in London, Ultimate Kessler Wolf by Neca. You gotta keep clear of the moors. Keep clear of the moors. Beware of the moon. If you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely check it out this Halloween season. A 1981 classic directed by John Landis, who did some pretty interesting stuff. He's known for being connected to the Twilight Zone curse, which is a real thing if you investigate it. Great film starring David Naughton as David, and Griffin Dunne is Jack Goodman. I really like his character, Jack. I pray, that Neca does a figure with him. Most notably, this movie is known for the iconic scene where he transforms into the wolf. The wolf that's in this very thing in here. It's the first ever Academy Award ever for Best Makeup. The packaging itself is just beautiful. Got that awesome cover on the front. There's the wolf on the side. Shows you a little bit of what the wolf's gonna look like, and we're gonna get to that in a second. And then the top here. Boom. Bottom's nothing. I got mine as a collector, and it still had some damage, which is fine. You can't really see anything except the reflection. You can vaguely see, but we're just gonna take it out. How about that? So I always examine to see if there's a spot. I think it's that one right there. So is there one on the bottom? Because I prefer opening up the bottom. No, it's pretty solid. See, the tabs, if the tab's tucked in, it's going to rip. And that one is untucked. So that's the one we're going to do. Oh, I knocked over the Wolfman. Can't knock over the Wolfman. Ooh. I didn't see how easy that pops. That way you don't damage your box. There you go. How about that? So they got a muzzle on him. He's fucking huge on the back. He doesn't come with much, but he's tied in with a couple of those things. Let's go ahead and take that off. We're not going through this. Hold on. This thing's a monster. Let's see how big you are. Well, the head articulation, he's kind of loose, little bit. Boom. I mean, almost 8 inches long. Look at that. From back heel to head. And then fucking all of 5 inches. Every bit of it. We'll see how tall he stands in either. In just a second. Hind legs. This back leg right here is really loose. So is this one. Looks like a rat. Alright, we won't stand him up, but just about 9. So that's how tall he would stand. Alright, now remember it's a Neca figure, and I haven't heated it up yet, so the back leg moves around a lot, actually. A little looser than I wanted to be, though. Same thing with that leg. The knees. Ugh. Okay, I should probably heat this up before I continue any further. I don't want to break it. Alright, he's a little wet, but he's okay. I just had to run hot water over him. And if you've ever passed the window of opportunity as far as exchanges, you know the deal. So here. This is like a snap hinge. Can you hear that? And I feel like that might be by design because the front legs aren't very sturdy at all. So anyway, both knees are like that. And then you have a little bit of a bend here. Hold on, sorry. I'm so sorry. And the same thing with the foot. So anyway, the back legs are really loose. But the bottoms are nice and tight, so I guess that's okay. He can move in the torso. Forward, sideways. The chest area. Sorry. And the whole way around. He can do bicep curls. And those are all ratcheted. Same on both sides. See how weird it looks? Full range of motion here. Way easier than the back legs. The head has two different things on it. Look at this. It just kind of moves around. All the way up. All the way down. But the angle that it stands at makes it impossible. Watch this too. Oh no. See, it's wet because I had to get it in hot water to make the legs move. So it's got this like Wookiee neck scarf, which is fine. And then just a ball joint on the back, which is kind of loose. This reminds me of the mask from the movie Mask, like on the inside. Only it shined green. And then I was a little disappointed that the jaw doesn't move. Cool head sculpt though. Bright orange eyes. And then there's this one, which I really thought the jaw would move, but it doesn't. I do like the fact that the inside of the mouth is shiny. And that's a really good paint job too. Fucking gnarly. Let's put that on. There it is. Now let's try to pose him. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, so if we want to get the back legs underneath of him. There you go. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Well, yeah, you want to do a push-up, buddy? You definitely look fierce. There we go. So that's definitely by far the easiest way to stand him. Can you get him any... Alright, so you can look down, as you can see the angle. And he can look up. But that's about all it is for range of motion for him. Let's compare him to things. Alright, this isn't as big as I can get him to stand, but it'll do for now. Right? Because what we want to do is see him beside some things. Okay? So why not start off with maybe a universal monster? So there he is with Frankenstein, right? Pretty much shoulder length. That would be terrifying to have him come around to you. Yeah, hit the ground, mummy. Boom, next to the Mosquatch. Or the Death Squatch. Black Death Squatch. I can't remember which one this was, but I love him. And he's almost as tall. So you can see, you know, massiveness. Alright, let's scale down with some other NECA stuff. Here he is with a movie turtle. Right? Movie turtle. How about that cartoon turtle? Hold on. Kind of not fair. Can't do a true comparison if they're not standing in the same spot. So with cartoon turtle, you're probably asking yourself, well, what if I want to scale him with a regular human being? Well, how about here he is with Arnold. Staying in the tone of gory, right? You're saying to yourself, Arnold's massive. That's not fair. Okay, well, next to McCready. Still like shoulder length. Okay? Now, say you don't collect NECA figures. Say that's not something that you do. Maybe you collect Mezco. Here he is with Gomez. Still shoulder length. How about Hellboy? I made him his own little joint. I don't think you can see it. How about the little guy, Doc Nocturnal? Because that's who I'm going to display him with. How about that? Here he is with a bucket of fried chicken. Couldn't really see it. There he is with a bucket of fried chicken. Could you put it in his mouth? Hold on. Everybody wants to know this. It's confirmed. The chicken does fit inside of his mouth. We're all good. Don't fall over Krang. So he makes a good dog for Krang. And then if you want a behemoth in the movie collection to compare him to, two of the best figures out there, in my opinion. And if you're wondering, why are there pumpkins out here now? Well, that's because I was setting up for the ending when I remembered, hey, they probably don't have a Mosquatch. There you go. So there you go. Not much in the way of, like, articulation, but still a solid figure as far as, like, displaying, as far as, like, putting it with other figures, as far as scary. You know, it fits right in with horror. So, you know, if you're a horror person, definitely a must get. I paid $44.99, and they're still available for $39.99. The only reason I paid $45 is because I got that collector shipping, and it still got damaged. So make your own decision on that. $52.42 after shipping and handling with Big Bad Toy Store. So go to Big Bad Toy Store, grab your own. As always, thank you for tuning in, creeps. And until next time, keep on collecting. Get spooky with it this season. Get some spookiness. And get ready for some horror figures, because that's coming. All right, get the fuck out of here and carve some pumpkins.
In an insane world, it was the sanest choice.
No.